Randy Parker never imagined that the biggest decision of his career would bring him face to face with death. As an investigative journalist, he had spent years chasing urban legends and uncovering forgotten stories. But nothing intrigued him more than the mystery of Black Hollow, a town in rural Oregon that had seemingly vanished overnight. The legend claimed that in the early 1900s, Black Hollow was a thriving settlement. Then, one fateful night, every single resident disappeared without a trace. No bodies were found, no signs of struggle, just an empty town frozen in time. The place had since become a forbidden zone, shrouded in whispers of dark rituals and supernatural forces. Randy knew a story like this could be career-defining. So, against all warnings, he packed his gear, grabbed his camera, and set out for Black Hollow. As he drove through winding roads surrounded by dense forests, an eerie silence settled over the landscape. The deeper he ventured, the more unnatural everything felt. Even the air was heavy, suffocating. His GPS lost signal miles ago, but according to old maps, he was close. Then, through the thick mist, he saw it. Black Hollow. The town stood like a forgotten relic, its wooden buildings decayed, windows shattered, and streets covered in an unnatural layer of dust. It was as if time itself had abandoned this place. Stepping out of his car, Randy felt an inexplicable chill. The town was silent. Too silent. Even the wind refused to whisper through the abandoned streets. He grabbed his camera and started filming, narrating his discovery. The houses looked as if their owners had left in the middle of their daily lives. Plates with rotted food sat on dining tables, chairs lay overturned, and children's toys were scattered in the dust. It was as if something had made them run, but there were no footprints, no trails leading away. Then he saw something that made his stomach tighten. On a crumbling wall, written in smeared black ink, were the words, "We are still here." A sudden noise made him whip around. A faint whisper, so soft it could have been the wind, yet it carried unmistakable words. "You shouldn't be here." Randy's breath caught in his throat. He turned his camera towards the sound, but there was nothing. Just empty streets. His instincts screamed at him to leave, but his curiosity overpowered his fear. He pushed forward, stepping inside what seemed to be the town hall. The wooden floor groaned beneath him. Papers lay scattered, old documents detailing the town's history, until one caught his eye. It was a newspaper dated October 13th, 1907, the day the town vanished. The headline read, "Black Hollow sealed. The ritual must not be interrupted." A sickening realization gripped him. This wasn't just an abandoned town. It was a prison. Something had been locked away here. Then, the whisper returned. Louder. Closer. "You must leave before nightfall." Randy's pulse hammered in his ears. He turned to leave, but the door he had entered through was now shut. No, not just shut. It was gone. The entire entrance had disappeared, replaced by an unbroken wall of decayed wood. A deep guttural sound echoed through the hall. Not human. Not animal. Something in between. Panic surged through Randy as he fumbled with his camera. The air grew heavier, pressing down on him like unseen hands. The whispers turned into a chorus of agonized voices. Then, he saw them. Figures emerged from the shadows. Dozens of them. Their faces were pale, stretched unnaturally. Hollow black eyes stared at him, their mouths opening but producing no sound. Their bodies flickered, shifting between solid and transparent as if trapped between worlds. Randy stumbled backward, his breath coming in ragged gasps. "Who are you?" he managed to choke out. One figure stepped closer, its head tilting unnaturally. Then, in a voice that was barely a whisper yet filled the entire room, it spoke. "We are the ones who stayed." A deafening scream tore through the air, Randy's own. The last thing his camera recorded was his panicked face before the screen cut to static. Days later, authorities found Randy's abandoned car just outside Black Hollow. His footage, still inside, was played back by investigators. but the last 5 minutes of the recording were missing, erased as if they had never existed, and Randy Parker was never seen again.